Hello, I'm Jaska.
I'm Henkka.
I'm Janne.
And
We are children of Bodom.
we're
We are now in our bar.
Bodom Bar Sauna in Espoo.
Niittykumpu.
We have no idea what's happening there in the main room.
Yeah.
We hope that all is clear.
I mean, we heard that it's the norm that when you open a bar, the paint is still wet some places and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's been very hectic the past few days. Very. Hey, is tonight soft launch?
Yes, it is.
Soft launch? Fuck yeah. But yeah, we are super excited. Yes.
Almost like a 2-year project almost. Going through the photos with the guys, very emotional, of course. And then it was also big, like it was a lot of work to actually put the whole thing together.
Yeah. And it was very well made and put together. It was very professional, considering that it was done by us or him.
Yeah.
But it turned out great. It was a huge success. The space, Espoo Kaupunki gave us this. The city of Espoo gave us the space, and they told us that it was the most visitors any exhibition has ever had in that space. So
And it was by far.
by far. So it was a very successful.
And it's been there like maybe 30 years.
Oh yeah, the building, the space. Yeah. But still, yeah.
So
And then when the exhibition was just 1 month, and when it was over, when we packed all the stuff, we didn't know what to do. We were kind of like hoping maybe we could have them in some other city, some other country. But then last week we realized that hold on, let's just have it permanently here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So now we don't have everything up yet, but all the photos will be here.
Yeah.
And so then the Strikes and Gutters is permanently.
That was a brilliant idea because we were about to back the photos away, but there's so much wall space here. We kind of needed stuff on the walls here, and now that all the photos can be seen when you visit the bar as well, it's a brilliant idea, I think. And it was last minute. We just thought of it like a couple of days ago.
That's why we didn't have time to put all of them up yet.
That's funny. I was thinking that's what you were gonna do from
But we're dumb.
Yeah. Took a while.
But it's also a different experience because they are like in very different.
Very different, yeah, because they were in a real gallery setting.
Yeah.
It was a totally different kind of. Yeah.
And they were like very well thought that which photo is where. Here it's more like a little bit more random.
Yeah.
So it's different.
I've said this now in many interviews, but I feel that every musician, every band dreams about their own band, and then they said that every person dreams about their own bar. Bar. So we've talked about our own bar for years, and how it would be, and the ideas have been changing over the years and stuff like that. But now it only made sense to kind of add them kind of like a museum aspect because the band is inactive and the active career has ended. So we felt that a lot of the fans would like to see the stuff, the gear, instruments, stuff like that. So interesting stuff from the whole career.
Yeah, and I think the origin of the idea dates back to our touring years when Janne and Alexi visited quite regularly hard rock cafes around the world, which is also like drinking and looking at memorabilia. And then when Children of Bodom was coming to an end, when we knew that it's going to be over, then we realized that now we are
museum quality now.
Yeah. So then we really started to think about it actively, and of course it felt like it's a utopistic idea that how because we couldn't open up a restaurant by ourselves.
No, we know nothing. We can barely play an instrument each. So.
And so then stars were aligned and things happened and
we're super excited.
And now we're here.
Yeah. Niittykumpu is a developing area. There's a lot of new buildings here, but no bars yet. So we felt that it's a good spot. And also the metro station is right there. So you can take the subway from downtown easy, fast. So Espoo is so important for our band. We always considered us, a band from Espoo. So
Niittykumpu was like back in the days, like 30 years ago. It was like a Matikula was kind of bigger place or something else, and Tapiola, but Niittykumpu was a small, just mid stop. But now this is developing so quickly that it needs a
Bar.
it needs a bar. Yeah. So why not? There is in particular like a couple kilometers that way. There's like it's a big mall, Tapio lights.
Oh, and
So
for
it's like
something we forgot to say in interviews today for international potential visitors, that there's a hotel in that mall quite nearby.
right.
So if,
Iso Omena.
yeah.
Like,
So if you're planning on visiting, don't get a hotel room downtown. You can get a hotel room very near here, and it's
in particular, but
Yeah.
so it's like a next stop.
Yeah.
By metro. So this is not the not anymore like a mid stop. Like,
And when I was young, on the other side of the road, there was this World Cafe.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I frequented a lot, 18 to early 20s. But then it was demolished, and this was kind of like empty. Here, there was a really good beer house in Niittykumpu.
Gallows
Bird.
but it just closed down.
It also
Is that
demolished.
closed? Oh my god, that's terrible.
But it moved to Aino, so it's in
Okay.
Tapio.
Okay.
But then again, Niittykumpu was still without it.
Yeah.
And now this is kind of like now fulfilling
This is fulfilling a lot of things. The craft beer is a big thing, and we're super happy that we have local craft beer breweries from Espoo very well represented. We have from 8 different Espoo breweries beers on tap.
yeah, biggest word, Fat Lizard and Olarin Panimo. Olarin is right there.
Yeah, but keeping it
Breweries
local,
are good.
so all the beers
Yeah.
from Espoo it's super cool, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any plans to develop more Children of Bodom beers?
We are up for it.
Yes.
Cocktails.
we wouldn't say no. We are working on, now that you mentioned cocktails, we are actually working on a super secret, top secret new thingy that we cannot talk about yet. At all.
That's a shame.
And hopefully we can have a third beer at some point.
Yes.
But we need to talk with Fat Lizard.
We've been working here like few days now.
Yeah, this last week has been.
We have been decorating the band stuff ourselves. Look at all this beautiful poster work here by Henkka. and yeah, so our vision of the band stuff was such, strong that's how we wanted to. So we've been working on that, and Yuka here has been working on everything else. To have a home base for the international Bodom fan community, because there's no Bodom shows now to go to and meet up and stuff like that. So we're hoping to create events here that people could, come over for and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like one fan friend told me that now that there's no more shows, that it's a great place that all the fans, a lot of these fans, they met each other like at
the shows,
Let's
yeah.
say a fan from Japan, Greece, and Germany, they would meet a few times a year in certain Bodom show. But since that's not possible anymore, we have this place. So we're really really happy that if this becomes kind of the living room of Children of Bodom community.
The space is a bit too small for a band to play, but maybe some smaller musical numbers could be possible. But we're thinking about different kind of events that we could set
But
up.
certain kind of events that we could put in the calendar, tell the people that we're gonna be here,
Yeah.
and whatever it is it gonna be
Yeah.
a quiz night?
Yeah.
Janne stand up.
Yeah. Or we
Johannes bingo.
or we invite Alexander and have a theme night that asks us questions about the early years and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we have a mixed sauna here, and then we have the women's and the men's like separately. And here, anybody can come wearing a bathing suit,
Yeah.
or towels or whatever.
Yeah. So we want to make it
Super easy.
easy going for international people, so that you don't have to be afraid of the Finnish naked sauna culture. You can actually wear a bathing suit in our saunas. It's totally fine. So we want to make sure that it's not it doesn't scare off people that the classic Finnish sauna culture is the nakedness, but but it's not a.
Everybody can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also something we need a bit more time to concentrate on.
But
the vinyl player is a great idea.
Yeah, we have a vinyl player here, and I brought already some, and Russell also brought some vinyls. But yeah, we definitely don't want to be like a just a metal bar, for example.
Or not, definitely not just the Bodom music bar. It's not, that would be so
And of course, any of the customers can go and ask like, music.
Then it might become a Bodom music bar. You never know.
Yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, it's a little bit open.
Yeah.
But I would say it's more like a beer bar where you can actually talk with friends instead of like.
That's one thing we do want to avoid is the loud metal bar thingy, because I grew so tired of that, of all of our years of touring. When you would go to a metal bar in whatever city, the music would be always so fucking loud and uncomfortable and all that. So that's something we do not want to do here with the music. Not too loud, not too much,
but not
just
too
metal.
middle-aged.
And we want to invite everybody here. All kinds of people.
You know, exactly what we're trying to stress, that it's not just strictly a metal bar. You know, it's a Bodom-themed sauna bar.
So that's going to be interesting to see how people who are coming here just for the sauna, how they take it. Can they actually feel comfortable here or not? That will be.
Is it too Bodom for them? I don't know. We don't know. But let's see.
But at least the point was that we kept the sauna spaces neutral.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except the coloring. So there's not really any Bodom related stuff.
So well, it's been emotional, you know, digging up old stuff and putting up on the walls, and you know, thinking about Alexi. And, you know, I stop at pretty much every item and I think about Alexi and how his relation to all this stuff, and it's been very emotional the past couple of days.
And it's been also cool to be in very close touch with Alexi's family, Alexi's sister, about this, because they've been super supportive. Supportive with everything we do, and they gave us some Alex's personal items here.
Yeah, and we wouldn't do anything without asking their, you know, because we want to make sure that we have to be very respectful, of course, towards Alexi. And so, but their support has been great, and we're super happy to have them on board.
Yeah. Do you feel like he would be happy with the result of this bar?
He would love it. Yeah.
Are there sort of things that you did that were kind of maybe subtly in his memory?
Well, yeah, there's so many, but now I just realized that one thing we kind of don't have in here that Alexi would demand. It's some American car brand, some little pieces of. Yeah, we need some car.
Yeah, like a place.
Car memorabilia. Something.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that you asked that, because Alexi would be like, okay, this is cool, but we need a hubcap right there, or you know, a car mirror right there. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good question. Thanks.
Yeah. No worries. Well, you still have time to put something together, I guess.
I have. We are now done with the first album and touring, and the second album is written and mostly also recorded. Now we're just building it and see how we release it next year, what time and with who and so on. So it's really exciting at the moment.
I haven't said this previously, but Wirman has just signed a record deal, and we've written an album, and we're going to start recording December, I think. So, but it was supposed to happen earlier, but I've been so busy with everything, this bar and everything. But yes, Wirman is finally working on something as well.
We've been having a little quiet time for the summer and this fall, but the next album, the songs are ready. But to make the next step, I don't know how we will do it or when.
Yeah.
But we should get together.
Yeah, because it's funny. Now I think of how busy we've been with all kind of Bodom projects, like this whole past 2-3 years. I mean, when the band was active, we would have just free time between the tours. But now I see these guys like every day, every week. We have so many things going on. It's good, you know. We would just like to welcome everyone to the bar and sauna. Come check it out.
Yeah, pizza, beer, sauna, good times.
Couple of laughs.
Yes.